Right now, what you should be doing is growing your audience and spending money to get people to follow you and see your page and like your page. Go to your website, get their data. Now you're gonna have their data where you're able to send them emails and texts and follow up back up with them. And you growing your brand presence, because how is it when you walk in a room and your brand got 100,000 followers? People gonna take it even more serious.
All right, we got Smiles, and who we got? Who else we got?
All right, I'm Kendall with 3 Scoops.
Okay. All right, so we good to get started? All right, cool. Can y'all quickly just run us like the mission statement or the why behind your brand? First, tell us what your brand are, who you are, and then can you run us the why or the mission behind your brand?
My name is Smiles. I started my brand in 2012. I started when my cousin got killed. He was 13. And my mission statement is no matter what you go through, smile, meaning no matter what you go through in life, the ups and downs, just always smile, knowing things will get better.
My name is Kendall Lawson. I'm the owner of 3 Scoops Fashion House, and the idea behind our brand is that we create stylish, comfortable clothing to help our community look good and feel good. And then we also do wholesale and manufacturing as well. So we want to create a Black American supply chain to help control the narrative for our community.
Perfect. And how do you guys, I know I hear you got a store, but how do you guys mainly distribute product?
Before the store was out the trunk and doing pop-ups everywhere. Anywhere it was a pop-up, I was trying to be there.
Same here. So, I mean, we do e-commerce. We also do pop-up shops all over, and then we do a lot of trade shows as well.
What's one of the things you've seen work the best inside your brand?
For me, I would say the pop-ups. Because, like, getting a table in the mall, not only do you get it looks good for your following, like promoting it that way, but then you meet a lot of people you don't know, like especially here because we like the only mall in the region. So everybody come to Patrick Henry, they up 80% right now. So what I learned from doing the table is like people that don't know you is gonna buy it. That's when I learned like my brand was hot.
I would have to say pop-ups as well, primarily because you're on a schedule and you get to be in front of a lot of people. So all you really have to do is show up and have a positive attitude, and that takes you a long way. And once you do that consistently, you can really build a name for yourself for somebody that's dependable. And then also, bringing the quality of your clothes there as well helps out too.
Do you guys currently have a database? And if so, how many people do you have inside of your database?
Emails and texts.
I don't have a database. I just learned that I can do it on my system now. So now that I'm able to like get them to put their emails in after the purchase, I'm starting to grow it. I probably only got like 10 people that signed up so far, but I just started using it.
I do have a database, but that's something that I've been kind of slipping on over the past few years. So I'm at about 500 combined with emails and texts. But, I've been in business for about 12 years, so that's countless referrals or returning customers that I've kind of let slip through that I should have been collecting their contact information.
I want to stay right here for a moment, Nick. Can you really just speak on about a text and email list, the importance of it? What's some ways that they could get people inside of their list?
So, anybody in here don't have a database? Just raise your hand. If you don't have a database, if you don't have emails and phone numbers, all right, cool. All right, so one of the things that made this super important for us is because somebody asked us how many customers we have, and we was like, I don't know. We could easily say, we got 1,000 customers, but it's different to actually show somebody how many customers you have. So that was when emails and phone numbers became important to us, because if you're on Shopify, everybody that buy from you, they have a customer profile, and on their customer profile, they have an email and they have a phone number. So even if you don't have emails and phone numbers, if you was charging your transaction, that's why we say you could do Cash App and stuff, but if you need something like Shopify or POS that you can still put the customer through, because then even if you didn't collect emails and phone numbers straight through a postscript or SMS, you could still export all your customers and then go re-upload them into your list. So this is important for us right here, because if you was only able to sell to people one time and you can't sell to them no more, you're gonna have a easy failing business, because you'll just run out of people to sell to. But most people think that they need 100,000 customers to make $100,000, but you really only need 10,000 solid customers. You make $100,000 every single month. But if you don't know this, you're gonna continuously run your business in a way where you think you winning now, but I heard somebody say, what you do right now, is like ultimately like what you should be doing. So in the next 3 years when you wake up, you like, oh, I'm glad I started that 3 years ago. So like right now is the perfect time. Is a living, because at the time when we found out that we needed a database, we was doing it like 4 years before. So we missed out on a lot of data too. But now that you got somebody here to just tell you, like you need an email list. So if you on Shopify, Klaviyo, that's with a K, MailChimp, y'all probably know that already. SMS Attentive is the big one of them all, but Postscript or SMS Bump. And you really want to put all these people in there so they could just become repeated customers. You're going to acquire them and then you're going to make them repeat.
I think hit back on the fact, I think you said something important that we need to reiterate, where you said where even if they're already utilizing Shopify right now, they may actually have customers that they aren't using. And so how can they get those customers and extract them and put them on this list?
So this process is called like cleaning your list. So even you're supposed to do this like at the end of the year every single time. Sometimes customers just don't know that there's a tab to say, hey, I want to get all the news and information from you. So at the end of the year, what you do is just go to Shopify. Let's just say you got 1,000 emails and phone numbers. You might go to your Shopify and it might say 2,000. It's because just all those people didn't transport over to your list. What you want to do is export them, and then what you want to do is bring them in an Excel sheet and have it to where it's just emails only. Have another Excel sheet where it's phone numbers only, and then you just upload them straight to your database. And now you just send all those people basically, hey, this is the email list. This is who I am. Like you could decide if you want to unsubscribe or not. You even send them a text and say, yo, this is my new number for Smiles Clothing or whatever your brand is. And then you just say, hey, if you don't want text, just say no. But that's just like cleaning out your list every single year so you could just make sure that all those people is transporting over smoothly.
Yep. And that's important because we're saying if you haven't got that started or you haven't already extracted that list, you may already have customers that you're not contacting. So you need to do that and add those people. And like you should be sending out emails and texts at least once a week. Honestly, Nick say all the time, however many people you have on your list is how much money you should actually be making per month. So if I heard one of the ladies said in the back they had 100 people on their list. Well, I'm expecting that you should make $100, added to every month on that. Everybody on your list in the average should be giving you $1.
Exactly.
And that's going to be a good conversion for your list. And you should be, like I said, bare minimally sending out one email or text per week. Why? Is because when you just getting started, a lot of stuff go inside the spam. So you want to get the email getting familiar with your emails and being proven, so that way you do show up in the general when you are sending out those emails. But that go when you just getting started and people starting to open it up and engage with it because they don't know if it's spam or not because it's a new email. Anything on that?
Man, this is like a rabbit hole right here because I could go deeper and deeper, tell you all kind of ways to make money with emails and phone numbers. Lord have mercy. But I ain't gonna do that. We're just gonna keep on rolling.
Cool. I got something else. What's some things that maybe keep me that because I heard us talk about a lot about pop-up shops. What's some things that you guys may be struggling with online?
I struggle with online as far as like my website because if I do a sale, like say like Black Friday or something, my website will go crazy. But just like on a regular day, it's like they want it out the inbox, man. So
I like this right here.
That's why I struggle with the online.
And I struggle with running ads. I haven't found out like what works for my audience or what works to attract a new audience consistently. So, I shoot my shot at a lot of different things, but I haven't really found something that's like consistent enough to run the ads continuously.
How many from my guy that said the ads, how many followers do you have on Instagram already?
A little bit shy of 2,900.
Okay. And I'm gonna speak on that question because I know that's a big one. Like right now, a lot of us we use ads as enhancement. All right. And if you don't already have like a converting website or compelling content that's generating clicks, which is gonna generate conversions, 9 times out of 10, you probably shouldn't be spending advertisement dollars on Facebook. And if you are, it should be very, very, very low because it's just a test to really figure out what's working. What you really should be spending your money on is growing community and growing your brand presence in that area. And to give you all an example, I'm pretty sure people know pages like The Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, where y'all get all y'all information from, stuff like that. Well, those pages that that's posting content without you actually knowing it. People are paying to be posted on those pages, and they're putting their content, audience, attention out there for you to see it and you to gravitate towards them to go and check out their content or follow their page.
Brand owners that's ready to acquire their first 100 customers and make over $1,000 every single month, this is for you. We have created our Activate Your Vision University. We have been working on this for the last 4 months, and inside of this university, it has every system that we have created and are currently using to continuously scale our brand, WRLDIN Vision, right now. Yes, you're gonna get the Facebook ads. Yes, you're gonna get the email and text message marketing play. But ultimately, I want you to join our network of brand owners for only $7 for 7 days. Now, at the end of these 7 days, let me go ahead on and break the news to you. We will not charge your card like other most subscription-based programs. All right, we will allow you to experience and enjoy these 7 days without having you thinking on the 8th day, oh, I'm about to get charged. No, this is not that. We want to see if you are a good fit for the network, and we will also want to see if we are a good fit for you to help you scale and help you grow to, like I said, acquiring your first 100 customers and making over $1,000 every single month. Click the link somewhere on the screen, get access for only $7. Every brand owner, every clothing brand, we can help you scale. Let's get it.
So you need to play that game first, because right now what I'm saying is if you're spending money on advertisement, how often, if you got 100 followers, he have a little bit more, but if you got 100 followers and you spending money on ads and somebody come to your page, how trusting is it already where now they're going to convert at a higher rate and you're spending money to get these people to come there? So now what we saying is right now what you should be doing is growing your audience and spending money to get people to follow you and see your page and like your page, go to your website, get their data. Now you're going to have their data where you're able to send them emails and texts and follow up back up with them. And you growing your brand presence, because how is it when you walk in a room and your brand got 100,000 followers, people going to take it even more serious. And now when you use the enhancement of Facebook ads, when now you're getting all these eyeballs that come to your page, it's already sticky. They like, ooh, I love this page. They don't just have 5 posts and they running ads. All right, so it's just like you need to run ads and use enhancement for stuff that's already working, like a winning product.
I even add to that because like most people don't run like probably at least I like to always put things in like 80 to 20%. So at least 80% of people don't run ads because they look at it in a different way. Like you look at, I was just talking to my guy in the back and I was like, when you buy merchandise, you look at that as like a direct return. You know, if you buy a shirt for $5, you're gonna sell it for 10. So you gonna spend however many $5 you need to do to make that 10. But with ads, you like, I might spend $5, I might make the 10, but you just don't know where to spend your ad dollars at to give you the best return. So like basically what Marlon's saying is, if y'all never knew, it's like people take money for a promo. Promo is basically you putting your product in front of somebody else's audience because they don't have their product is promo. Your product is this garment that you're rocking, but you don't have an audience. So how do you get people to buy your product? You put it in front of somebody else's audience. So that's a better way to get authority in the space. So 10,000 followers, you know, that's your first level of authority. Now you like, all right, let me take it to the next level and get even more strangers to come see this because now I got a little authority factor. I got 10,000 followers. I'm able to, you know, message and DM certain different people now. And then that's when you start using them ads to really turn your website up. But I would say just for website, making money on that is like Marlon said, is content, clicks, conversion. Like if you're not getting conversions, it's obviously because you're not getting a lot of clicks. If you're not getting a lot of clicks, it's because you're not making the right content in front of a big enough audience. So every visit on your site, I always say that's how much money you should make.
What about my people that say they don't like being behind the camera? They don't want to hear my voice. We didn't heard it all. What you got to say for them?
Hey, that must be a lot of us in here, Lord. Yeah, y'all got the giggles. I mean, so first and foremost, like, bro, I'm watching one of my friends right now, like, still go crazy on TikTok because he just got a different character promoting his brand, getting in front of the limelight, whatever it is. And even, like, I'm seeing even a lot of brands just, I was talking to my boy in the back, just making.
A lot of people, Nick.
Yeah, we was chopping it up. That's what we was doing. I don't know about everybody else, but I wanted to chop it up with everybody, me. But basically, like, you could create UGC content straight from your phone. You could put your product on this table, post it, tell a story about it. You could create reels. I'm seeing faceless TikTok pages now where they getting content and creating reels and putting that 11 Labs voice over it, and they going viral. So I would say from your perspective is like, find ways to create content without showing your face. That may be putting your little nephew in front of the camera and going around doing public interviews, or that may be you just recording from your phone and telling a story. Oh, I'm here at sitting on my chest getting this game. Just went home, took this game and did exactly this. Or like just different types of content where you may have to tell a story, but you necessarily don't have to show your face.
Yep. And to hit on you, Smiley, I think it goes back to what we talked about earlier.
Smiles, not Smiley.
My bad.
It's all love,
Smiles.
it's all
I'm
love.
sorry. Smiles. It go back to what we were talking about earlier with the database. Like as you build your database, that's gonna be your main driving force for driving online sales. And then prior to that, I'm gonna say like it's like actually having those besides running the sale. It's like now, what does your website look like? Like what type of content are you putting on out there? When I go on the website, is it the Playsic models? Like, do the models even look like the target audience that you actually want?
Don't use Placeit.
Do you just have pictures of the product down there? When I go on the website, is all of the photos like cropped the same way? As in, like when I come on here, one of them a square, one of them a rectangle,
Aesthetic.
then another one's a square. Do you have your a bio on there? Like, it's a lot of things that keep people away from purchasing from your site via just when you're running those deals, and is actually even creating content of other people buying merchandise. It's like actually continue to promote that you have online. One thing that we did when we was doing the drop, we would go live. I'm pretty sure you have a social presence. We would go live and we would start telling people like, hey, if you order online, we got this on here. We giving out a discount. So it's like figuring out little way, offering stuff only online. Like right now, you're gonna have to position yourself to figure out how you get your online sales going, specifically what you not have in a database. But that database really is gonna be that most important thing that you need to get your online sales going. It was us taking it to the streets, getting all of that data, now going online and basically using Facebook ads after that because people had already saw us. A more smarter thing would be even to run ads just in this area that you might be in to now start to get people to even either one, come to the store or via buy online. So like it's different ways that you need to use your website to get people to actually come to it and continue to convert at it.
Everything is enhanced with ads. I'm just letting y'all know right now. The big players spend money on marketing, period. It's so many different ways and forms of advertising. Another thing I just want to add on, like just not for just y'all two up here, but everybody in the audience. Like I know a lot of people be like, I don't want to give out discounts. Like, so one of the other things that we notice how to have like a high converting site is doing things on the specific days or holidays. Like, so one of the things that we did throughout the year was like we just went to every like holiday. We went on national holidays, national days, and we just found all the ones that fit best with our audience. So April Fools, we did something. The one thing that we missed, man, we would have killed it too, was it was the solar eclipse. That's what it was. Like that could have been like, yo, I don't know what day it was on, but that could have been like your Black Wednesday or your Black Thursday just for the solar eclipse. So another one we did recently that we really wanted to test our audience and we went forward with this one, but we did 420 and that like really went crazy. So just giving your ideas on how to change the narrative and not just make everything a sale.
Yeah, and what do you mean by that is like using that to gravitate with your audience. So the deal was 4 for 20 shirts. And the text that we sent out was get your Worldly pack. So, it gravitated towards the actual times, and the text was specific for people that resonated with that. And it went crazy. Like we did 40K within that day sending out that text. So you have to use these special days, like, because it's like, okay, you could throw a sale anytime and everybody know that. But when you gravitated towards stuff that's actually happened, it gives the customer like, it don't even look like it's a sale. It's like we celebrating with them because of something that's happening. Correct. Via you just throwing sales at your product.
Correct.
All right. Last question right here for y'all. What would be the one thing that we could help you with up here right now? One question that we can answer that could be like a magic pill. What's that one thing that's holding you back?
I don't know. I feel like y'all answered everything with the ads and the database. I feel like that's really helped me, that online presence.
Okay.
Yeah, one thing I've been thinking about doing this year is going to like South by Southwest and then also Essence Fest as well. So I know you guys had success going there. Would you say, that's something that like you guys would repeat doing or recommend that someone else, either myself or people here in the audience, should do?
I go first. I say the first thing you need to start off with is understanding like, are you capable of doing those events? So like, let's just say if I'm going here and I'm going to Essence Fest, one, I need to evaluate like how much merchandise do I actually have. Mm-hmm. So like for us, we know that okay, we spending $1,500 to be here, like, and we have to add up all the rest of the bills. So it's a break even of $10,000. What we just say, we already know that we like bare minimum we need to make $10,000. But if you don't even have $10,000 worth of merchandise, that probably shouldn't be the event that you're doing. That's just the first thing. Now, if you do take advantage of that opportunity because you do have that money, what I would recommend is like bringing as much as you possibly can because you don't you never know. So for us, if we like our break even 10, we bring in 40, 50 because we want to go past that. We want to actually be able to sell. Some tips would be like, don't be standing outside your booth because you get lost when you're doing these big festivals and stuff like that. And if you're not standing out, or you don't have a team that's able to like get people inside there, you're not gonna like get the best benefit of doing something at that event.
I'll just add, just every like great result you get for anything that you do, you should always turn it into like a system. So like for one, you should go to as many events as possible because what you're gonna do is you're gonna learn what events is for you and you're gonna learn what events is not for you. And that's even good as finding the ones that's for you. The next thing I say is like you create a list of the events and just keep repeating them every single year. It's gonna come every single year. So whatever one give you the best bang for your buck and benefit you the most and get the brand the furthest, always do that on every single year and just make that a thing of what you do throughout the year.
Yep, and make sure you have a POS system when you're doing these type of events, and make sure you have a team. Like Nick saying, I would start off if you're not like ready for something like that, where you need at least 2 to 3 people with you. If you're doing an Essence Fest type event, you're gonna be hauling around merchandise. You're gonna need people to, like I said, bring people in. So don't think that I don't think that that's a one-man operation. But what you should do is start doing the pop-up shops where you at and start creating that system and start creating that team so that way when y'all do these big events, y'all already have something that's in play. Everybody knows the mission statement. Everybody knows how to check out, because it was like we start doing these things and nobody knows what's going on, and every person matters. Like it's people that walk in the booth, and if you don't talk to them because somebody else talking to somebody else or doing something, you lose out on the sale.